Should we do the...
You want to pop in?
Yeah, I think we both jump in from out here and just kind of quite heavily sit down. Whoa!
Hi.
Hi. Right, well, we're
What are we?
We're Dirty Shed Creations, back with you. This is a Q&A session, isn't it?
It is a Q&A session.
This will be going live upon a Wednesday, that means. So Q&A's Wednesday, new film every Monday, just to get that in there, shoehorn that in smooth and sweet. Yeah, so just remind me, which Q&A is this about? Which film? Is this about
film 4 is the one where you use your coffee stirrers to fit the template for the...
Oh, okay.
But we've already been over all of that,
because
you keep bigging up Louis from Tips from a Shipwright.
Tips from a Shipwright, amazing, get onto that.
Yeah, so after that, it was finding a piece of wood out of your collection.
Okay, yeah.
Which actually relates to what you've got going on over here.
Yeah, we also wanted to bring you down here because I know a lot of people will be interested in where we actually source some of the things that get incorporated. Would you call them furniture possibly? And I know furniture is a broad term, but what I mean is it's like you describe hinges, knockers, door handles as furniture on a door. So we come down to the farm to try and find little bits of interesting furniture, generally that are kind of pulled out of that whole kind of industrial England, if you like, that kind of is, you know, it's still out there now, but it's getting less and less kind of easy to find. So we like to come down to the farm and kind of have a bit of a nosy, and thankfully the gentleman that owns this farm has allowed us to do that. Now, we've already kind of said it, just a sec. Don't just go to a farm and kind of ask him to kind of go poking through all his sheds, because it isn't going to happen. You know, he's probably going to tell you in no uncertain terms where to go. Yeah, or you're going to get shot. You know, befriend a farmer. You know, woo the farmer.
They're human beings too.
And, you know, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to check this anyway. I want
Okay.
to see what this is doing. Shall we just do your little tour around as like a little, ooh, look at the farm type thing, and then...
Cut to that now! Right, well, we've just noticed this actually. Edible bits. What a beautiful thing. I think they look like curtain hooks. The thing is, we don't sit and we don't script these things, do we? You know, maybe we should. Maybe that's the unprofessional element of what we're doing here. But no, we don't script these things. You know, we're trying to. We don't set things up either. You know, I've been pushing Mark to try and set things up. You know, we were going to bring the wheels for the industrial coffee table, which we may have shown you. We probably haven't shown you. This thing here.
This is a thing that's in a magazine from someplace.
Yeah,
we won't say where.
This one here is quite boring. Okay, it doesn't matter, we're getting bogged down again.
We are getting bogged down all the time.
No, we were going to set that up. We were going to bring something to the farm and make it look as if we'd found it on the farm today and then gone off and made a project with it. We're not doing that. Mark won't have it. I want to set stuff up. I want stuff looking sweet.
He is just honest.
A realist.
Yeah.
He just films the real world around us.
Yeah, we found a load of other crap anyway, so
we've got a pile of shit to take back to the back to the workshop.
Yeah.
What
Move
most
it
people
from
call
one dirty shed to another.
Exactly.
Dirty shed.
You know, why should we take responsibility for the dirty crap? And we've had to pay for it. Rubbish. Yeah. So no. Getting back to the question then.
So we had that whole bit where we were looking for the wood, which I think is quite self-explanatory. But then there were some good processes that you did that day. You got your little tool out for the little nails.
Yeah.
And then you had your little. What's the cutter?
Oscillating cutter. You know, I've never really got on with oscillating cutters. They're great, but the blades last about 2 minutes. They burn through everything. You know, I think you'll probably have seen me in that video kind of keep scraping all the tar and gum off the blade so it would cut properly without burning. You'll also see me practically setting fire to the throne using that tool at one point, which we thought was quite cool. Yeah, we used a headless pin nailer. That was on top of that was what we attached the, hang on, are we allowed to say... We're probably not, but I think in that film... The coffee stirrers, yeah, which came from a well-known American diner, which whenever I go in, I literally grab handfuls of them. they worked really well. That process worked really well. It fitted that seat in beautifully. But the timber itself was a bit of a problem because that piece of timber was always going to have to be made in 3 pieces just because of its shape. So we always knew we were going to have to cut the timber, and I think we went over those processes in the actual
Yeah, I think
film.
it's fairly self-explanatory. If anyone knows of another way that we could have done that, you seem to imply that there was no other way of doing it.
That's probably because that's just the way I wanted to do it.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's you all over, really.
Well, yeah,
but,
kind of like a bull in a
If
china
someone
shop.
else knows of another way that we could have done that, that might be interesting for future projects, future reference.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day.
Exactly. One thing somebody said to me is, could you have taken that throne and jacked it open, plopped the piece of, and then sprung it back? Now, it crossed my mind, but with that fault down the back, even if we'd have done
Risky.
that after we'd fitted the butterfly size, it's not something I was going to do and risk it. Once that piece of timber had split, we would never get those bits back because it would spring, because I imagine that crack is under quite some tension. So it's not like snapping a china plate and then just gently putting the pieces back together again and getting almost a seamless joint. Wouldn't have happened. It would have bent, curved, ripped apart, torn things off it. Yeah, those were never going back together. So certainly jacking it open and fitting the timber, not happening.
No. It's a lot more energetic, that episode, though. There's quite a lot going on.
I think I hit like 17,000 steps on that day.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. I just made that bit up. Oh, I'm making stuff up.
It's not
That's
honest.
not real. No.
Honest Al's
Yeah.
crazy woodwork.
Honest Al's crazy woodwork. So...
do we have any shout-outs?
Shoutouts.
Maybe Henshaws?
Yeah, Henshaws, thank you very much. We had a lovely day. It was hot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was hot.
We got proper burnt, didn't
Yeah,
we?
I mean, it was a total success for us. We got 1 subscriber. Yeah. You know who you are, Steve, out there, and I'm sure you watched the video when we were actually there, so thank you very much. That gentleman was interested in actually making one of the thrones himself. He was a joiner, so be interesting to see if he kind of picks up on this. And I've offered what little technical advice I can give him, but it'd be really interesting to see someone else's interpretation of that kind of chair. So maybe that's something we'll include in the future.
In the last episode, we did a bit about the projects that are up and coming, but there's a little bit based on the farm here where we get to see the sister piece to the throne that we've already made. So that lives just over behind the camera actually at the moment, and Al's done a little piece to camera, so we'll probably play that now.
Well, I almost dreaded this because both Mark and I know what people are going to say, but so here we've got another section, slightly different feel to this one. Say bigger at the base, that slightly tighter taper. And of course, we're now thinking that what we have here is a gent's chair and a lady's chair. This being the lady's chair, and obviously the throne being the gent's chair. So I think we're probably going to be making an offer for this at some point. The other thing today is we had a little sneak preview, which we're probably going to share with you guys. Why do I keep saying guys?
Guys is
it all right
gender
now?
neutral, isn't it?
Is it gender neutral
Yo,
now?
guys!
Hey, Holmeses. Okay, so yeah, that we want to share with you, Holmeses. So I'm going to do all of that again because it was bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so something else just to bring to everyone's attention is the tenancy on the actual physical dirty shed is rapidly drawing to a close. We need a slightly bigger space. We need slightly more freedoms, if you like, and certainly freedoms to make a lot more noise and dust and hopefully blow stuff up. So we might cut to it now. Let's go and have a little look. Yeah, so this could be it. I love this. So yeah, we've got a possibility here on the farm itself. We're still kind of in discussions, and it sounds as if it's something that probably wouldn't be a long-term solution. So we're slightly hesitant to kind of dive into anything at this point, aren't we?
Yeah, but this is going to be a project that's running underneath everything else. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
real life stuff.
Until we've got our own compound.
High iron gates, and
Yeah.
very dangerous dogs running
strong
around.
Strong cult following
Of you guys.
Yeah, maybe some sort
Our
of
acolytes.
Scientology-esque.
Yeah, get out there and make stuff.
You just broke stuff.
I don't know what I did.
Oh, that's all over the place now. Big cloud.
Sun's gone in again, glasses off. I think that just about covers it.
It does, yeah. I mean, thank you very much for all those who have subscribed.
Catch you on the next one.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Boom. Bang goes the dynamite. Just like, what else can we do?
But we're on a farm, there isn't even a toilet.
No,
Actually, that's one problem with that new unit.
no bogs.
No bogs, it's like I'm a I'm a big so, I don't really, we'll have to look at that. Maybe that's a toilet block out there.